you would have to pay me $1.5 million to wear this dress on the red carpet or actually anywhere. Number one, I hate the length of it. Is it midi? Is it ankle length? Like what? And what is that weird kind of hidden little chain coming out from the back? And it is so tough to wear with that nipped in waistline. Not a very attractive bodice. And oh my God, in my nightmares, red and really a shell pink together as a contrast has to be on my number one do not like list. Hi, everybody. It's Diane Gilman, formerly known as the Queen of Jeans, but now the host of Fashion Thursdays. And I would be completely remiss as a fashionista if I didn't want to talk about the fashion the Emmys presented, along with a little talk about the fact that White Lotus, which also had some of the best fashion curation television has ever seen, didn't even receive one award. Oh, come on. But we're going to contrast the Emmys and what the stars wore to the Venice Film Festival. And then you tell me who tried the hardest. You tell me who was the most successful. It's, to me, hands down victory, but I'm not going to say a word. So let's get started. And of course, we're going to start with the worst of the Emmys. And do let me say something. Venice is a pain in the butt. You have to fly there, schlep all your clothing, take boats, go into floating docks and hotels. Not your language. Unbelievably humid and hot. The Emmys, probably it's your hometown, LA. You got all your people around you. You're speaking the language that you have spoken all your life. And this is what you come up with? Glinda Goodwitch of the North? Oh my God, come on. This looks like, I don't even know, those sleeves. You're just going to get in an iridescent bubble and float away like Glinda. There was, at the Emmys, such a heavy amount of black. But even out of all that black, and we're going through the worst of the Emmy dresses, trust me, which is a lot longer than the best of the Emmys, this dress just stood out as everything is wrong with it. Too much coverage, too plain. For some reason, I just hate 3/4 length sleeves. Those skirt things at the side and then that skirt on the bottom, none of it makes sense. I don't know. What do you want to do? Hide? Fade into the woodwork? I just don't get it at all. Oh, yeah. Now, about 10 years ago, Stella McCartney came out with a series of illusion dresses where it was netting and then partly opaque dress. And at the time, it looked very spectacular, very new. Now, this looks like I Dream of Jeannie. It's gross looking. It's too much skin showing. It's just wrong. So, with that said, oh no, come on. This is like prom dress from hell. What grown woman is wearing this with a great big baby blue bow in front? I just wonder, where did all the stylists go? And oh, this. Are we channeling Beyonce as Cowboy Carter? Because I'll tell you what, I don't love the look that much on Beyonce. I love it a lot less here. That cowboy hat, embarrassing, has to go. Those clear see-through pants, fucking gross. I mean, this whole thing is like ill-conceived, and I get it. You want a lot of attention with this outfit, but I don't think you're going to get the right kind of attention. Moving on, I had to include one tuxedo, but there's so much wrong with it. That fur on the lapel, right? Maroon, hate it. Cropped pants, what, your little Fauntleroy, you're 12 years old? I don't know what happened to the Emmys, but I do want to say something. I was in a form of television for 30 years. You make a lot of money on TV, and I was really like lowest rung. You people all you people out there on that red carpet, you've got the money to do it right. What happened? So that last dress was hideous in every way. The skirt, the way the fabric was handled, all of that stuff coming out around the bodice, and then that sort of 1850s hairdo. I don't know. Really? What is the message here? No clue. Red is obviously the evening color of the season. I think you have to be bold to wear it. I think you have to be brave to wear it. And this dress actually has a lot of good stuff going for it, including the way the hemline flares out. I do love the giant flower on the shoulder so that your eye goes diagonally down the dress. Very flattering, very drama, very right for an event like this. Okay, here's my unfavorite dress. Oh, this is Prada. I've had plenty of times to wear Prada during my career and my lifetime. I would never. You would have to pay me $1.5 million to wear this dress on the red carpet or actually anywhere. Number one, I hate the length of it. Is it midi? Is it ankle length? Like what? And what is that weird kind of hidden little train coming out from the back? And it is so tough to wear with that nipped in waistline. Not a very attractive bodice. And oh my God, in my nightmares, red and really a shell pink together as a contrast has to be on my number one do not like list. How tough was it to wear this dress? And especially if you've got a complexion and that's sort of like my kind of complexion, very, very pale, you're not doing yourself any favors. Don't you people have any friends who are actually real friends and honest to you and say, honey, yeah, take the dress back. It has a 30-day return policy. Now we're going to get into the all black section. And I will say before we start, this is probably the best of the all black because it actually has the interesting scallops, that seashell neckline on top, lace, which is a huge feature for evening and even daytime, although I'm not sure I agree with that. But I'm not used to seeing so much black on a runway. I love the back on this, and I love the fact that it's on a bigger girl. And she chose to wear something so fitted, but come on, how boring is this? It took you how long to go drive into Beverly Hills and go shopping? These are not impact dresses. Now, this is, I believe, Armani. I don't get it. What is that bodice? Oh my God. You're hiding everything. It's totally voluminous. It does nothing for your body. It is very confusing. The silhouette is completely out of control, including that bit of flesh showing in the middle. Sorry, I cannot get on board with this one at all. Yeah, I get it. You're dressing a bigger girl. I don't think you're doing her any favors. And I think you need some kind of hair volume. Of course, I would look at my hair volume. But I think you need some kind of hair volume to kind of balance out a larger body with an interesting head of hair. So I'm not going to give that a vote. I don't mind this. I don't particularly love it. And I frankly feel it looks very Demi Moore last year, but not as good, not as constructed, not as forward thinking. It is a lot of black people. And you know what? We've been through years of color. I hate this. I hate the crisscross. I hate the embellishment on it. I don't think it does her chest any favors. And again, this slick back hair, difficult. I always say use your hair with technique. Make it a balance point to the entire flow of the silhouette. Oh, yay, more black and not particularly embellished and not even multi-dimensional in terms of the textures. I don't know. So, come on. What did you put? 5 minutes effort into this? Pull something old out of your closet, say, I don't care. You are on a red carpet. You are getting photographed. This is your life as an actress or as a writer. You have got to have more visual awareness, especially when you're in a visual business. Okay, here we go. I love this. This is actually brilliant. when you see this up close, those are all giant cabochons, all with silver work around them. I mean, it's incredibly well done. Had to be terrifying to wear, totally placed, and you got to have the body of death to wear it. I mean, I think in a way that's so unfair to have the most interesting dress of the evening, but have to have a perfect, young, pristine, toned body. But oh well, it's part of the industry. This is one of the White Lotus stars, and White Lotus, I'm going to say it again, won nothing, 23 nominations. You think maybe there's a little something, something going on there behind the scenes at the most watched, most profitable show of the year and the history of television doesn't even win an award. But this dress is very artful. And then we go to Selena Gomez, and everybody keeps telling me I've got to watch this show because it really is about New York and a New York apartment building and all the drama that goes on in it. And I know how much drama goes on in my building. But she looks incredible. This dress, in every respect, is perfect. It's red, it's draped, it's dramatic, it fits like a dream, it's killer, and it's memorable. Okay, so have we gotten any work done lately? Maybe a little addition to the overall body look. I'm not even going to talk about it, Miss Sweeney. But here we are again in red. I never thought I would say this because I'm not a big fan of color on me. As you can see, I'm criticizing people wearing black, and I'm wearing black today. But I'm liking the red, and it's eye-catching. And for some reason, all shades of red going into pinks looks right to me. And she's got something to show off, and let's just leave it at she's showing it. Now we're going to go to another part of the industry, which is full-blown film, and it is the Venice Film Festival. And I'm going to ask you this question as we go through the photos. What and why should film and film stars and doing a European catwalk and red carpet make it so much better? Not incrementally better, but insanely, hugely, visibly, undeniably fashion best. So, Amal Clooney, I'm obsessed with this dress. I'm obsessed with Amal Clooney. Now, according to people I know who do her hair and whatever, guess what? She doesn't even have a stylist. She picks out everything herself. Believe me, she has plenty of people around her helping her get dressed and her hair and whatever. Is this not magnificent? It's a shade in the family of red, but it's fuchsia. Simple. Boom, boom, mini dress, and then this huge, voluminous train in the back that was perfect for Venice and sea breezes because the whole skirt volumized in the wind. Bravo. This woman wins the fashion award every single time. She is impeccable. I give this, out of the whole presentation, by far best dress of award show season for 2025. Okay, if you're going to wear black, go all the way. Slit down to the belly button. Volume and a cape-like effect in the back. No skirt, but a full-length tie draped in the front with the illusion of this is very European, extremely sophisticated, as was Amal Clooney's dress, and very much award worthy. And yes, it's black, but it's sparkly, and it's got a million different horizon points to it that just make it a fascinating dress and allow it to be the ultra short micro mini that it is. Kate Blanchett, does she ever get it wrong? Barely, hardly. I love the way that's cut down. That woman is past 50. She's still rocking it after 4 children. Yeah. She was born that way. She was just born lean, and she kept it together. She understands what her strong points are. This dress, for a black dress, is elegant. I like the way it pools at the bottom. I like all the texture coming down over each bodice. It's daring, it's breathtaking, and it is dramatic, as actresses should be, and looks great. Somebody thought about that dress and how would it look on a red carpet. fantastic. I don't really get into commenting on men, and most of them are in a tuxedo, and some of them, like George Clooney, look great, and some of them just look expected, and some of them look boring. But this is not boring. This reminds me of Andre Talley, who's passed away, but was the right hand to Anna Wintour at Vogue for years. And that fringe is fascinating, and it's pompous, and it's glittery, and it's golden, and you wouldn't think about that on a man's evening suit. But I say bravo. You know what? It's your moment to shine. This is done beautifully. I love this. I wanted to include it because it's one of the last looks Armani did. And it's got that expert draping. It's got, I think somebody told me it was some horrendous amount, like 1,500 hours of an individual just beating this and beating it and beating it. But it speaks of old world, old Hollywood, quiet screen siren. I love this because if you're a girl like me who's not particularly narrow in the middle, this silhouette of huge balloon sleeves off the shoulder going straight across makes up for a thicker waist, although this girl does not look like she's got any problems with the thick waist. That is the kind of silhouette I would choose if I was on a red carpet. It speaks for itself. It stands the test of walking in it, of humidity, of windiness, of heat. It is dramatic, but delineated and defined and refined at the same time. And if you are going to wear black, go drama, go big. I love this because number one, it incorporates one of the trends of the season, which is lace. I like the lace trend more at night than the daytime, but okay. I love the slit back chiffon skirt, the bodice treatment. I mean, that has got, we're talking about a lot of different layers of texture and sparkle and bustier and high slit leg. If you want to come off as a glam queen, there's a dress that literally has it all. Having been in fashion myself for over 50 years, having worked a lot of my career with silk, the way these silk like feathers are cut, the amount of work that had to go into the cut, the shaping, the draping, the application, and it's on a super simple bodice, that's just genius. That to me is talking about pure technique, and I love the way they incorporated the print and made the silk feather-like and light. You just want to watch her. I wish we had video and we could see her walk in that and how the fabric responds to movement. Beautifully done. Bravo. Okay, how do you dress a larger woman? You dress her like this. First of all, you don't deny that she's larger. She is, and she's okay with it. And then you put her in color that is not hiding her. I think that everyone's first instinct at being larger is let's hide in black. Okay. But no, this apricot, which is still a bit in the red family, it's just gorgeous. And I love the skirt on it. I love all that netting and chiffon draped and wispy and just showing a hint of leg and what's underneath. And I love the bodice too and the drape coming off one shoulder. This is a gorgeous dress on a beautiful big girl. Here we go again into red. Now, the thing I might not love totally is when you put a red dress on red carpet. See how the hemline disappears? And I think what you need to do when you're doing an outfit for this kind of event is really picture how is this going to look against the background, against the setting, against the walkway. So I like it. I don't love it, and I don't always think it's as thought out as it should be. I love this for one reason. The workmanship, the sparkle, and the almost semi-nudity of the color. I love it because it's a silhouette from about 1870, but reimagined and redone. And it's once again got that old world glamour, sparkle. This reminds me, honestly, of a dress from the 1920s. Flapper. And for that reason, and I don't know why I like that era so much, but it was a really rebellious era for fashion and women, I'm going to give this a plus. Not a big plus, but a plus. Aha, haha, I love this. And if you've got the kind of figure that can take every curve and every flat surface being honestly emphasized, you want to have a dress like this. I love the metallic of it. I love the nudity of it. I love the silver of it. I love the sparkle of it. I love the hand done. There is no way to do this kind of embellishment unless it's done by hand. And I think the other huge statement here is look at me right now, not anybody else. I'm the star attraction. I think it takes a lot of guts to wear a dress like that. I'm going to give this an A plus 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 for creativity. How fabulous is this? And how many different techniques does this incorporate? From the print at the bottom, almost like a tie-dye, ombreing to the top, which is all shades of gold. Look at the cut in the chiffon and the fabric. And here's another dress where I wish we were seeing it in video so you could see how it wafts in the wind and how it moves with you when you can walk. But the thing that I find the most, and I find everything about this fascinating, the print, the degradation of color from dark to light, the cut and how wispy it is. This is a dress that takes a lot of courage to wear. And I do like the hair with it. You have to keep the hair very simple and very sort of nonchalant, which they did. And the other thing that fascinates me is it's got almost full coverage, but it doesn't feel heavy and covered. It's just too fascinating with too many points to it to get hung up with the fact that there's no flesh showing. And that's the other thing that's fascinating. No flesh showing, but maybe this dress is actually going to get a lot more attention than a dress that's very low cut, just because it's got so many elements. God, I love this. I'd love to be able to try that on. It's me, Diane Gilman, and I'm going to talk about it again. Red light and what it does for your skin, your blood circulation, your production of collagen, your overall health. There are a whole series of devices, but today we're talking about Magellan, which is a red light face mask. You want to see a true improvement to your skin if you've got fine lines and wrinkles, if you've got acne or have breakouts, if you are feeling very pale and wan after the winter. Red light is a miracle, and I will predict, I am going on record as saying that red light and what it does for your overall skin health, the largest organ on your body, is so far beyond any topical you can put on by itself. Now, I will do the red light, the face mask. Magellan has so many little light points. Easy to wear, soft, pliable. I do it religiously every other day. It has made a tremendous difference. You'll see in 20 years, everybody will be using red light, but you can be one of the first with the Magellan red light face mask. Do it, ladies. You'll love it. You'll see the results so quickly, and you'll never look back. And you'll say, Lady Diane Gilman, she really knew what she was talking about. Yeah, in this instance, I do. It's a miracle. Red light is the future here today. Oh, and here we go. Okay, talk about a dress that is made for the red carpet. Who was a genius that probably did this dress and then used AI and did a screenshot for themselves of how this would look standing on the red carpet? Look at the way the train pools at the bottom. And this is a combination of a matte, solid fabric, a chiffon, see-through drape, and beading, and some coverage to it. If I was going to pick one dress for the evening that I could wear, it would be this dress. It's got everything going for it. And even though it's black, it is the least boring black dress I've ever seen. I just love it. And I especially love the way that pools around the extended hemline and balances off and makes the rest of the silhouette look leaner. And there's where you can show off some long hair. Oh my God, that is such a gorgeous gown. Woo. Well, I hope you enjoyed the Emmys, and I hope you see the contrast between the Emmys. Television, okay, but television makes a lot of money, and there's a lot of fashion talent in TV, but doesn't look like anybody really used it in this year's Emmys. And contrast that against the Venice Film Festival. And I'm just going to speak for myself as an individual. To me, the quality of dressing, the heightened fashion of the gowns, the Venice Film Festival wins 1,000, 10,000, 1,000,000 to 1 against the Emmys. And I think that is a shame. And the Emmys truly, for next year, need to up their game. I mean, come on, people. You've got millions of eyes on you. Go for it. Bravo. I loved the gowns for Venice. And I'll say it again, having been to Venice twice in the summer, in September, it is blazing hot. I don't think I ever experienced humidity like that, ever. And it's hard to get around because there's so much water. The fact that these women came out looking the way they did, you got to give them extra points. That is a very difficult environment to get dressed up in, look glamorous and put together in. But it makes me want to buy a new evening gown or two. Yeah, so hopefully I'll get invited to a party and I'll be able to do that. In the meantime, let's all kick back in our jeans and enjoy ourselves and dream one day we'll be starring on the red carpet, our own red carpet, our personal red carpet. Bye.
Thank you so much for listening to Too Young to Be Old podcast. The episode may be over, but the fun doesn't have to stop here. Find us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at The Diane Gilman, or visit our website, thedianegilman.com. If you like the show, leave us a rating or a review and subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. And until then, don't forget, age is just a number. Together, we'll prove that we are all too young to be old.